I hope I don't pause any of you guys now with them pulling about at this now. It wouldn't let me. Right. Just pulling you up on the big screen. Pulling myself up on the big screen, should I say. Hi. Yes, Lucy, I am now turned. That was a fight and a half, but never mind, we got there. Just. That cow is judging me, Lucy. Hi, Latin Budget, how are you? Okie dokie. I'm playing adverts on my own channel. I can't see what's happening. Here we are, I can see you now. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Donna. How are we all tonight? Any guesses for where I am? I'm home. I'm back home. It feels so weird. Hi, Kirsty. Just wait a few minutes before I start. Very cold it is. It's turned really chilly now, hasn't it? But at least that rain stopped. Well, it has here anyway. Yeah, just give a few minutes. My screen, I'm watching on the laptop, my screen's a little bit behind what I'm seeing, so bear with me. Raining in the Caribbean. It'll still be warmer than it is here in the north of Scotland anyway. I'd love to be in the Caribbean. Excuse me. How cold does it get over in the Caribbean just now? Put the heating on for the first time this autumn winter. Well, this is my first night home, so the house is a little bit chilly, although my heating has been on while I've been away. It's just not been set very high because obviously I've not been here, so but yeah. You'll have to forgive me, I've still got this silly thing that when I'm speaking my voice just kind of, my breath comes out of my voice, if that makes sense. Right, we'll just make a start anyway. Thank you guys for watching. So I'm just going to have a really quick run through of the planner changes. It's nothing major's been changed, but this is the proper copy now. I think I've got the right one here. The first one I had needed a little bit to make it just perfect. Hi Vaughn, how are you? So we no longer have the colour right to the edge of the paper, which means that it's flat. It was curvy because it was at the edge of the paper, so it was kind of curvy. So I've pulled that in a little bit. So that was the first biggest change. Yeah, so I've pulled it in around the edges, given it a little bit of a border. I think it just looks a little bit prettier as well now that that's in. And it's gone through the whole book like that. So the first change that we had was, I did mention it when I did my run through, was that I was taking out all the dates, which I've done. So this is just from whenever you start the book. So if you start the book in April for the tax year, say, you can start your due date bills in April and run through for the 12 months. If that's the way that works for you. So yeah, so this book can be picked up and used at any point, and you're not gonna, so say you start budgeting, something happens and you stop budgeting for a couple of months, you could then still pick up on the next month if you wanted to. Jules, I'm on the telly. Oh yeah, I've always wanted to be on the big screen. Maybe not live on the big screen though, that's a lot of pressure. Yeah, so we've got no more January, February, etc. on there. And then also the other change was I took the months out of here, so I'll pull up a little bit. So yeah, so it just says month and you can write your own month in, and again you can start it at any point you want. Hurricane Tammy has hit now. Oh, I hope you're safe there. We've just had, what was her name? Benita? No, I can't even remember. We've just had a hurricane, well, not a hurricane, but a little storm, and we name the storms over here for some reason. And yeah, so, but a hurricane, that must be horrendous. Stay safe anyway. Be thinking of you. Storm Babette, yeah, that was it. I was going to say Babita, but yeah. The other change that I needed to do was to bring this writing over, so that again in every month has been moved over, and the page is no longer right to the bottom, so I do think it looks just a little bit prettier. Hasn't made much of a difference to the size of boxes or anything like that, it's just made the page neater. And also on the tables, they're no longer up by the line, so there's a bit more space for writing in, especially on this page. You know, you're not right up to the wire, and that's all the way through all the months. So if anybody wants a little quick run through of this, the pre-orders have sold out, but as soon as I know they are on the way, I can reorder more. So I've got potentially I've got other people wanting some, so if you haven't got one, you can still get one. Hopefully it'll be here before the new year. So yes, that was the changes of the planner. Everything else has stayed exactly the same. We've just moved a wee border around it just to kind of pull it in, but it still works. And as I said, it's not longer it's not as pretty on the bottom of the colours, but I do think it's neater, and it's not like the last one was kind of wavy, so it's still kind of flat. Okie dokie, so that's the planner. Move that out of the way. So where were we going to do now? Oh yeah, I'm going to just have a quick, seeing as I'm here, I'm home, and I'm just putting off doing like the housework, so I really need to dust. The house is filthy, but the dogs are coming down in a while, so I thought I may as well just wait and let them kind of run mad and get hairs everywhere, and then I'll dust tomorrow. So yeah, so I'm going to do a cash condensing. So I've got my little, one of these, but I'm going to just go through, and I'm not going to do the penny challenge, but I am going to rub that line off because that annoys me. Got a bit of tissue here. I thought I had little cotton pads, but they must be in the bathroom. So yeah, so I just used like a really cheap nail varnish remover or a cheap perfume to remove my any marks off my laminate. I was speaking to somebody and they had used a nail polish wipe, and I think that left like a bit of an oily residue, so when they started to write on it again, the pen went all funny. So yes, I don't recommend them. I think they must have some sort of oil in them. I'm not going to fix this off camera. I'll do that off camera, I mean. I just wanted to get rid of that line because it was a mistake. So yeah, and I do want to switch over, was it in Hair and Beauty? We're going to clean these off as well. May as well do it with you guys. And it just shows that it is as simple as that when you're cleaning your laminated envelopes and things like that. You just have to, a little tot of nail varnish remover. I was using expensive perfume when I was at Alan's because that's all I had with me. I don't think he was overly impressed because he bought it, but that's all I had. And then it was only afterwards I thought I could have used his cheap aftershave that I bought him. So okay, so we're just going to clear them out and we are going to just redo them. So what's everybody been up to this weekend? Have you had a nice weekend? Tell me some things, speak to me while I'm doing this. It'll get a bit boring for me otherwise, just talking to myself. That was the whole point of me doing the live, so we could all chat. What have we all been up to? Right, use this pink, I think. Oh, you're awfully quiet, guys. Okay, so we're not going to do skincare. For the moment, we're not going to do lashes, and we're not going to do makeup. So we're going to do nail care and hair care. So I'm going to do each one of these as £10 and each one of these as £5. And then I'm going to mark off, I think we're working on hair for the moment, so mark off what we've got in here. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80 in here for now, so we'll mark that off. 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80. So another 20 and that will be complete. My hair's only about £80, so I will have extra, but then it means I can buy conditioner or shampoo or whatever. You're making a roast, Yvonne. Oh, at this time of night, oh, don't envy you that, I'm afraid. I don't like cooking late at night. We ate out for lunch and I had a roast pork. It was lovely. But I do love a roast. But no, I don't like cooking it this late. I'm terrible. I don't like cooking late. Okay, so we've done that, and we're going to pop the nail care one in as well because we'll be working on that after we've done. So pop them in there. And then we'll pop these 3 back. I don't have them with me because obviously I'm just moved back into my house. But I do have new ones to go on. I have shown you them before, but it's sort of clothes and shoes and luxury items to go on. And within this sort of self-care treat kind of set, if that makes sense. So the other thing, not in that one. Oh, sorry. I wanted to fix these ones. Vet fund was wrong. We'll change that. Maybe a bit more. What kind of roast are you making, Yvonne? What meat are you having? So I'm going to change that to 500, and I don't have my black marker. It's still in a bag somewhere. I'll just use a different colour. Let's just go with this blue. Actually, let's go brown. Sorry, that was loud. So we have 500 in there. Stew and steak and all that, that'll be divine in the slow cooker though. I love putting meat and things in the slow cooker because they're just so tender, aren't they? I did do a roast chicken the other week in the air fryer. Oh, I was so impressed with that. It really was. Got another 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Yeah, I'm going to take 100 out of this one and change this to 600. So what do you have with your stew and steak? Just all the trimmings. I can never get my sort of stew gravy right. I like it kind of thick, but I never ever seem to get it quite right. So there's going to be 600 in here. I'm going to take 100 out. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. $20, 40, 60. 81. And that was from... Hi Gemma, how are you? I've not spoken to you in ages. How are you doing? How are you keeping? So I'm putting £100 into the bank with car emergency for in its little pot on hyper jar. How are the kids, Gemma? They're behaving themselves. I think that was everything. Excuse me, everything in that one. Yeah, I'm good, Gemma, thank you. Yeah, so while we're here, let's just do this one, this holidays and days out. So we have I'm just going to write this down. Holidays and days out. So we had £30 in holidays, and we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85 in days out. So we're just going to put them together. Oh, they've not been well. It's the time of year though, isn't it? They just get all the bugs. It's horrible. Yes, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that 85 quite yet. I'll come back to that. Hi Bella. And we will do the Christmas. I do have something to show you at the end of this video, guys, if you can stick about. Just want to get this done and out of the way first. So I'm going to take some of this money out. So I've already got £100. Hi, Budgets and Bravery. Remind me of your first name again, sorry. I know it because I've spoken to you, obviously, but my mind's not with it. I'm definitely a bit up to high heavens just now with moving home, but my memory is pretty rubbish anyway, so I'm just doing a little bit of a cash condensing and a changing up of what's all in these binders. Okay, so Christmas is going to had 100. And then we're going to take out 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80. We'll leave 100 in, that leaves empty, there's nothing in it, doesn't it? 20, 40, 60, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. So we're taking 300 out of Christmas to the bank, so that makes 400. 500, and then one more makes, that doesn't make it right, 400. Should have 700. Sorry, gone quiet. Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Jinx. How are you? Oh, that cow's so cute when it's on, like, the laptop. Yeah, I was forever losing placeholders, Lisa, so I thought, no, I'm just gonna, you know, do them this way. And now I'm trying to figure out what I've done here. So 100 in the bank. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. I must have more than 100 in the bank. Because plus 100 plus 100. I must have 200 in the bank already. 4, 5, 6. I'll have to check that, but I'll put 4 just now. I'm going to have to check that. There must be 500 in there. Sorry, this is what you get when I get live. You get my thought processes even more than when I'm doing a video, because at least I can kind of sort myself out there. Yeah, 8 is 200. I'm going to have to check after I come off and see where that extra 100 is. Hi Lorraine, how are you? So we need to put 300 into bank. This is where I get myself confused. Alan's money can stay there for the moment. I think that was it. Looked at all them. Who's all got school tomorrow? I think our Scottish schools, or those that have been on. I know Scotland have different ones, but we are back tomorrow. After 2 weeks off. We've had 2 weeks. William, what's it been like weather-wise with you? And then we're going to take some money out of this one as well, just so we have it. So we have 200. I'm getting rid of that, and I'm going to put this one in. I've got a 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95. That one's right. Just going to take all that out, actually. Full of the cold. Oh. Yeah, I'm alright. I've just got like that tickle that I've got. I've just counted that again. So that's 300 in there. Going in from monthlies. This 300's going into the bank, and that means we have 500. I'm going to have to change these pens around because I'm using the same one, but never mind. So we've got 500 in the monthly challenges, and we have 100 to go, and it is completed. How exciting. Hi girl, please budget, how are you? Kirsty, you've gone awfully quiet. Are you still here? You're not watching Emmerdale again, are you? Or EastEnders or whatever it was. Right, so that is that. Now we've got this £85 here. No, we've not. We've got 30, 40, no, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, 115. You're at work as usual till Wednesday, then the kids are off of school Thursday, Friday, and then a full week after. All right, so your holidays are into November then. Garden gate was torn up. Oh no. That's, I hope you've got a sinking fund for that. Hi, spending less. How are you? Hanging wash. I don't mind you multitasking, but just not watching soaps. Right. Anyway, enough of that. I am going to put so I have my weekend away at the start of December and we do that to go shopping because we live so far away from the shops. We go down the Friday night, we spend the whole day Saturday at the shops, have a nice meal out, sort of, because Alan's birthday's in December, so we kind of celebrate that, and then we then finish up the shopping, get a food shop on the way home on the Sunday. So that's one weekend, which is my Christmas shopping weekend, which I'm saving for. But then my brother's birthday, his 40th birthday, is in the week between Christmas and New Year. So he is having a party, which means we have to go, obviously. So that will be a couple of nights, because we don't want to travel down on the same day as the party, just in case anything happens, you know, because we're 4 hours away from Glasgow, so if we get stuck in the weather or whatever. Hi Aaron, how are you? Or Aaron, sorry, can never remember. I do apologise. Give me a round, tell me which way. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, I don't want to travel down on the day of the party, because then it'll be a fancy dress party, knowing my brother. So I want to be able to get in the hotel and make whatever, blah blah blah. So we'll go down the day before, we'll have the party. We don't obviously want to drive back the day after the party, and also Alan's son lives nearby my brother, so we'd like to maybe catch up with him if he's not home for Christmas, which he doesn't tend to be so much now, you know, he's grown up and got a life down in Glasgow area, so he tends not to come home as much. Nothing for him up here, to be fair, and he has, you know, a life and a partner down there. So anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, we'll just sort of see them the next day, and then we'll travel the next day. So that's a couple of nights in a hotel there. So I'm going to put 100 of this towards that. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. And I'm just going to put that in holiday for now, because it's kind of technically a holiday, although it will be, you know, birthdays. So I'm going to write that in here. So holiday has, because I will have to, once I get Christmas out of the way, I will have to start stuffing this as well. And then I am going to put the £5 into birthdays. Again, that is because I have my brother's 40th, I have my niece's 18th, and then I have another 2 nieces all in December. So we now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95 in there. Yeah, I love December. It's hectic, it's busy, but you know, it's nice. And then most of my family, I think, are going to manage down to my brother's party too, so it's going to be great. So, and then the weekend away, it's really nice and relaxed, and a relaxed way to do your Christmas shopping. You're not trying to get it all in one, you know, in one hit, and it's too far away for us to go down again, like every Saturday or sort of thing, and then obviously I'd have to take off work and what have you. Right, Lorraine, before I say it again, how do you pronounce his name? Is it A or A? Small A or capital A? I have asked you before. And then this last 10 I'm going to put into Christmas. Because once I get Christmas out the way, then I can sort of focus then on the Christmas weekend and Aaron. I thought that was what it was. I hope that's what it is. So yeah, I'm going to put the 10 in here. So Aaron was one of my little testers for the Old McMoo Had a Farm challenge that I have, the little children's challenge. So he did that for me. So another 10 goes into Christmas. I do love the name Aaron. But then it's one of those ones, isn't it? Or, you know, people don't know how to pronounce it, but then it's a bit like my first name. I get all sorts of nonsense when people see my name written down. So I think that is it for what I wanted to do with my binders. I have this note here, and I've probably forgotten what it all means by the time I look at it again. So I'm going to put this to the side. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you guys is a new make that we're going to be releasing this week. It is in conjunction with something else, the 2 challenges, so it's a bit like the Halloween, the pumpkin faces and the spook and save. Like, for me, they're going to go hand in hand. So yeah, they're going to go hand in hand. You can probably see what I've got in my hand anyway. So I'm going to do one to save my spending money, like to break up my spending money. So I'll have £10 to spend, and then one will break up that into savings and spendings, and then the other one will be whatever I don't spend and I save. So this is this one. So it is Reindeer Riches. Excuse me, I don't have a cold, I don't have COVID, I just have this stupid little cough. It's so annoying. So yes, we have Reindeer Riches. So you've got your little reindeer there with the Santa Claus hats on and the little red noses. And then I've left it blank. So there's obviously you can get your two types, but I've left it blank on the back again, the same as I did with the spook and save, because I just think that works for some people that can't, you know, like, I don't want to say everything's £5, everything's £10, or make your own and whatever. So you can just put any amount in there. So it doesn't have to be the same. So that's for me how it works for whatever I'm saving from my spending money that I don't spend. I thought I was being really clever, but I don't think you can even see it. But on these little boxes is a little reindeer holding the little bit of paper. So I'm really annoyed you can't see it. So what I might do is I might change this background colour so you can see it a little bit, because it's really cute. It's just a little reindeer. But yeah, so that is basically it. It's quite simple. I think just cute, simple. So you get it in the laminated envelope, which, you know, if you're going to put notes in is fine. Won't work for coins. But then you could always just use it as a tracker. You don't have to put any money in it. And then you'll also have your wallet, which I don't have a wallet with me, but you know, your zipper, just your standard, you know, it goes in your zipper wallet, same as that one, and your little tracker in the back. So yeah, so that is the new make. So let me know what you think of that. Yeah, I've really found it quite good for when I've done my spook and save. So like in my spending money, I give myself £10 when I budget my money, and then I have been rolling the dice to do the pumpkin faces, which I've completed now because obviously we're in the 4th week. I've cashed off for the 4th week, and basically I was saving money and that just went straight to savings. And then when I then had, so say I had £5 to save, that would leave me £5 to spend. And then if I didn't spend the full £5, I was then just writing it in the boxes what I saved. So then it ended up, I think it ended up most weeks that I saved the full £10. But it was good to be able to have completely different numbers. I thought, for me personally, and the way I'm budgeting at the minute. But it just means it doesn't have to be a set, you know, you have to save £5 every time, or £10 every time, or £3 every time, whatever. You can just really just save whatever amount you want, whatever amount pleases your budget. So that is that. And then I have one more thing to show you, and this is something I've been working on for a few weeks now. Some people have already seen it, because I'm one of these kind of people that you might randomly get a message from me saying, what do you think to this? I don't know about it. I don't know. Kirsty will probably be able to tell you, and I'm sure other people have seen it as well. I don't know who I've shown, not very many, because I try not to show many people. But it's also, this sounds really terrible, but I have made things and I've shown things to people, and then somebody else has released something and I haven't then gone on to release what I've already made. But there's proof there that I was already thinking about it before, you know, the other person has released it. But I think there's plenty of room for us all, and we all have our own aesthetic, but I don't really want to release something that's pretty much, you know, the same as what somebody else has done. If it's got a big enough spin on it, then obviously I will release it. But yeah, so some people I will just message and say, oh, what do you think to this? Do you think it's any good? Because I don't know, I just don't have an awful lot of confidence in what I'm making, although I do as well, if that makes sense, because I'm selling it. And I kind of, you know, all the sales I'm getting, which you guys have just blown me away with the sales recently, and especially for the planners and things like that. But even with my planner, I'm still very much of a, oh, I don't know about this, don't know if it's going to sell. Crazy, I know, but that's just my confidence level, unfortunately. But anyhow, I'm just rabbiting on. So anyway, here we go. Close your eyes. Right. So I have made a calendar. So this is not going to be for everyone, because obviously in the budget planner you have your monthly calendar. Anyway, so people might utilise that as their actual diary calendar, whatever. Some people don't like wall calendars, whatever like that. But anyway, I do like a wall calendar, and my sister used to always make the family one, with photos of the kids and stuff like that. But all the kids are growing up now, and we haven't had one for a few years. So anyway, so this is the reasoning behind this. I always get a cow one, and I always get a last Apsel one, because obviously Piper, from different people, they always, that's their standard gift. But I do want one in my office as well, so that, you know, I can kind of man my time a little bit better and know what's happening or whatever. So here we are, this is the calendar. I'll have a wee quick flick through for you. So it's just a wall calendar. It is on shiny paper. Don't know if you can see that. It's on photograph paper, so it's quite thin, but it just gives it that really nice shiny feeling. I did trial it on card, but it was too thick and bulky and heavy, and if you're like me, you have a very small nail to hold your calendars in, so I thought light and yeah. Okay, you ready? Yeah, definitely. Thank you for watching Girl Please Budgets. Yeah, Donna, I love a wall calendar, and I always forget to turn them over, and I'm like looking, and I was like, oh, and then I realise it's on the last month. But anyway, that seems to be Alan's job in my house. He kind of wanders around and changes all my calendars. But yeah, when I'm in my clients' houses, I go off and change their calendars. So again, this is me we're talking about. It is cow themed. It is colour coded to the same as the planner, but it's different pictures. Obviously it's dated because it's a calendar, and I've started the week on a Sunday. But so you have basically your little boxes as you would any calendar, and then you have your little picture, and you have your month, and then down here is completely a blank kind of note area if you wanted to write anything in it. And then on this side I have put in, you know, little headings just to kind of give you a little help along the way. So I've got payments to remember, birthdays and events next month, because what I tend to do is I forget to look at the following month. So I might start January and be like, oh yeah, I've got a birthday on the 25th of January, that's awesome, I remember that. But then when I get to the 25th of January, I'm forgetting that I have a birthday on the 2nd of February, you know. So I can pop your birthday in it then. Yeah, definitely, Emily. Yours will be the first one in. So yeah, so that's why I've put next month in there, so that you can kind of just have a wee jot, so that you know what's coming up, so that you're thinking. And then any unbudgeted spends I've put in there, because you know, it could be something that you're spending every month and you don't necessarily go back if you don't do if you don't write them in the budget book or anything like that. You might not notice, but if you are going out for dinner every Sunday and you haven't budgeted for it, then, you know, if you have it in here, then you can be flicking through and like, oh, actually I did that last month too, and whatever, might give you a wee hand. So that was my thought process on why I've put these two things. And obviously payments to remember, again, you could put in next month's one if you wanted to remember it to save for it or whatever. something to come up. So that is that. So do you want a wee quick flick through? It's in January. Oh well, Emily, I will remember that, I'm sure. I'm going to go on your Facebook and find out when. So we have a little cow in a bed in January. We have, can you see? A little cow in a bath with balloons in February. Again, exactly the same layout. We have the blank space there for whatever you want, and then you got payments to remember, birthdays and events next month, and unbudgeted spends on here. March, is a little hen cow with a butterfly. Again, same layout, and I've gone over and over and over these boxes, so I'm really hoping I've got it right. Mindful Budgeter UK, I love it. Oh, thank you so much. A little April showers, so I had to have a little cow with an umbrella. There's no, this page Alan doesn't like. He says it doesn't work with the rest of the planner because it's too bright, but it's what's in the budget book, so that's why it is that. Esme Blushes Lush, thank you. Again, my confidence level in this has been really quite low. I know that I love it, but it's, you know, nice to hear that other people like it too. May, we've got a little cow in dungarees with his little flower garden. June, we have a little cow with cactuses or cacti. Never know which is right. July, my favourite flower, a sunflower. August had to be done, the sunglasses. My mother's birthday's in September and she loves a cup of tea, so I had a little teacup. Very cute, thank you. October, a little one with pumpkin, so that kind of matches the little giveaway I've been giving out in October. I'm really sad to have stopped this one, to be fair. So it kind of matches this little one. So that'll be stopping next week for any orders. So if you want that freebie, put an order in on Etsy. A little plug there. I am going to do another one for November and December for you guys because people have loved that, so it doesn't take much. They're unlaminated, so it's just a wee bit of card. And then November, we have a little, I really like this one, a little cow with the moon and stars, really cute. Throwing money about here. And then in December, we have the little Santa Claus. And that is it. And then on the back, I am considering putting an extra back page in here just to make it like a little bit, just so that's not on the back of this page, basically. But yeah, so it was a labour of love. Poor Alan had to hole punch it all and work the machine and make sure it was all working for me, because he's quite sort of machinery minded, so he kind of did that. So yeah, so it's good to go. So that will be going up on my Etsy very, very soon. Yeah, this week, as soon as I can actually get it photographed. And I wanted to do it here because obviously the door wouldn't have really shown it off very well, especially the holder that I had on. So this one's higher, so it's easier to do stuff with. But yeah, so now that I'm home, I thought I would do that. And I also hit 1,900 subscribers this morning too, which was a bit of a crazy morning, sort of celebrating that, but also commiserating the fact that I was leaving Alan and coming back home to be lonely again. But it's nice to be home too, to be fair. Mindful Budgeter, you've done a great job. Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that, because Yvonne, thank you as well. Yeah, these things are quite daunting sometimes. November here, love our November. Yeah, I know, I have to be honest, I picked probably one of my favourite pictures for February, purely because it's my birthday. Please don't doubt yourself. Thank you, Jinx. Thank you so much. It's hard because, you know, I see all these other people making really amazing things, and, you know, well, you all come back. I've so many returning buyers as well, so, and I appreciate you all so much. Oh, that's all right, Dreaming Big. You'll be able to rewatch it. I did flick through the planner just to show you the changes at the start, and then I did a very messy cash condensing, changing things about. I've shown off a new product, which is Reindeer Riches. So it's a bit like the Spook and Save one. You can pick your own one, so I've shown that off, and then I have produced a wee calendar for 2024. I was just going through that basically. So that was what I was going through. So you'll be able to watch it back. It's not much that you've missed really, just me showing some bits. Will you have time to do the call challenge in Euro before January? I will. Now I'm home, Bella. Yes, I will really try and get that sorted for you. Message me again on Insta or email or whatever, and just give me a wee nudge. But yeah, that's it. Sorry, I was reading the messages. I have to forget that I have to kind of speak as well as read. Thank you guys. Your kindness is, the nice words are so kind. I think it's just, you know, when I'm sitting in here in my little office all by myself, when I'm with Alan, he's very good at, you know, telling me things are good or things are need a bit of a change or whatever, but a lot of it is done just by myself. So I will randomly message somebody and be like, what do you think to this? Just because I can't just release something without somebody else having seen it first. So, oh, thank you, Bella. I love your name, Bella. We had a dog called Bella. She was a wee darling. Loved her so much. We only had her for 2 years and then she passed, but it was the best 2 years. So yes, that is it. That was just all I wanted to come on with, just to say I'm home. Will we get the freebie with the planner? Love this. Oh, Donna, now that's asking too much. There will be a freebie with the planner. It may not be the same freebie as you'll get for just buying something in December, or November and December, from Etsy, but there is going to be a surprise in with the planner, let's say. So the surprise is hatching. It's been hard being at Alan's, to be honest with you, because I have to put everything away, because he's just, you know, not got the space that I have. So I'm kind of like, I do things, or then I have to put it away, and then I can't like just leave things lying. If it's tea time, I've got to kind of tidy it away or whatever. And Floss, because she hasn't really been getting out to do the sheep and stuff, she has just got this crazy fixation with the telly, with phones, anything that moves. She now knows that if she rubs her nose up the screen of my phone, it'll move. Like the picture on the phone will change, or it'll switch on or whatever. So it's really quite annoying. Pick up anything, the laptop, the phone, anything like that, she's right there at you. And then running between you and the telly, because she doesn't want to miss what's on the telly as well. So yeah, so it'll be better now that I'm home, because my telly's on the wall, so she can't get to that. And just the way the seating is, it's different. She can't really kind of get to me on the sofa. She doesn't do it with Alan. I think it's because I've let her see the phone, which is my own fault, but so yeah. Any other questions? How's the weather there? Today has been lovely. We kind of, I was going to come home yesterday, but it was obviously horrendous. Big floods, not so much in my village, but other villages kind of surrounding areas, and to get to my village there were some really big flooded areas there. But no, we've not. I've got a loch kind of just across the road from me, and it stayed within its banks and everything like that. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. But then yes, I was going to pack up last night and come home, but then I thought, well, just make sure everything's ready to get in the van and down the road. I only live like 3 minutes away from Alan walking, so but by the time we loaded the van and then unloaded it, and I've got steps to my house, so I had to go up the steps to the garden and then up the steps to the bungalow. By the time we got everything in the house, it started raining again, so just got in time. And then I kind of stopped again, and then it was like kind of sunny and nice. Yeah, it was fine. What about with you, Jim and Big? What's your weather like? I think, is it Babette? I think she has kind of died down a wee bit there. Oh, that's okay. I'm just about finished. I was just going through some bits, the planner, like the changes to the planner. I'll quickly show you guys again. Well, people, any questions, please pop them in and I can answer. So yeah, I've just changed the bill tracker, so there's no dates in there, no months or whatever, and this page there's no months on there, so it can be started at any point. And then also the pages have moved over slightly, so they've no longer got that line, and the wording's been moved over. That's basically all I was showing on the planner, that it's kind of perfect now how I wanted it. So and the colours up the page a little bit so it sits better on the bottom, because it was a bit wavy, you know, it being wet. So I showed that. I did a bit of a very random kind of cash condensing thing, and then I showed off the new challenge, Reindeer Riches, and it's just like this Book and Save. You can pick whatever number you want to put in there, how often you want to do it, and then my calendar. So that was basically the last thing I've done. So 12-month calendar, and you've got 4 little boxes. This one's blank, so you can write whatever you want in it. This one says repayments to remember. This one says birthdays and event next month. The reason I've done that next month is because I'm terrible for like not looking towards the next month to see what's happening, so I thought I'd put it in there. And then unbudgeted spend, so that you can maybe keep track of anything that has been unbudgeted on a regular basis. So if you, like for me, the run up to my period, I want to spend, so I buy like chocolate and rubbish. Then it's not necessarily unbudgeted, but you know, I can put it in there. Then I know that every month I need to make sure I've got money for that, if that makes sense. Or if you know that you're always going to go to Etsy at some point in the month, but you don't budget for it, that kind of thing. How much for the calendar? I'm not 100% sure yet. I need to price up the packaging and the cost to post it. I'm thinking around between £10 and £15, because it is photo paper, so it's a bit more expensive to print on. I did do it on card, but it's just too bulky, and it's too this one's okay because I've been using it, but it's too kind of thingy to move, and it just doesn't look as nice personally. So yeah, so I think it'll be with like postage as well, like in that amount with the postage added on, if that makes sense, not plus postage over and above. I do like to try and get everything as cheap as possible. I need to make sure that I do have enough profit to pay the tax man, and to get more supplies basically. And postage is just crazy just now. Hi Blondie Budgets, how are you? Thank you. Yeah, I was just saying, my confidence for these kind of things is quite, you can probably see by the way I'm fiddling. Like I love all the stuff I make, which is obviously why I make it, but yeah, it's a bit daunting showing you guys. got to be honest with that. But anyway, that is kind of all I had to say. Hope you're all very well. Is it too late to order a planner? I don't have any of the pre-orders, they've all gone, but as soon as I get notification that these ones are being posted out, I can reorder, which is what I'm going to do, which means they will come within like 10 to 15 days max to me, so then that means I can get them out straight away, so they will be out in time for Christmas. So no, you can still order, it just won't be in this first batch. I am going to put them onto Etsy, but they will be more expensive. But you can still buy anything on my Etsy. You can actually buy directly through me, and we can negotiate the price that Etsy charges for the fees. I do take discount off that if you want to come directly through me. Obviously I have to prioritize Etsy sales because they only give you a certain time frame. But yeah, just message me if you want a planner. I can certainly put you on the list for the next lot, which would just be towards the end of November, so they would still be posted out the start of December, I would say. Originally I didn't think I was going to sell all the pre-ordered ones, and I felt like I'd ordered a lot, and I didn't really want a lot of planners sat around my house, but yeah, thank you about the planner, Blondie. That's really, I do appreciate that. I know, Emily, you tell me that all the time, but anyway, that is it. That I'm going to go now. I'm going to turn the heating up a little bit, I think, because it's a little bit chilly. My heating still hasn't been fixed, so I'm actually not paying for my heating at the minute, so I can blast it as high as I like. But I like a cool house. I'd prefer to sit under a blanket and have a cooler house, and like have a big comfy duvet than like my house too warm. I think you upload new product and tell us, as I always go to impulse, but then wait for the other items to upload. You shouldn't doubt yourselves. Oh, thank you. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. Honest Mama, thank you. I do like my calendar. I should probably have it that way so you can see. But yeah, that's it. These things are really hard to start and get going and make sure they're facing the right way, and then they're really hard to end as well, because you don't just want to go like, right, bye, switch off. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say, so but yeah. Oh, the other thing I did do today was my food shop, and I budgeted £60, and then including Piper it would be £70 in total, and it came to just under £60 for us both, so I was chuffed with that. And I had to get everything, like tea bags, sweeteners, milk, biscuits, food, normal food. I always buy biscuits for Alan, but whilst I've been at Alan's, I've been like eating biscuits a bit more myself. I don't tend to eat them when he just comes down at 9 o'clock. I'm usually not really for a biscuit then. But yeah, bye. Thank you for watching. So yeah, so I was quite chuffed for that. Anyhow, right, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for all being here watching. I really, really do appreciate you guys. And please feel free to rewatch this when it's on video. You tried to do a food shop, but the shelves are... Yeah, I find the shelves are a bit empty in Attain where I do my food shop. There was no like Scottish blend tea bags, can you believe that? And I don't do Tetley, so I had to get like the cheap make. But yeah. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will catch up with you all very, very soon. Sleep well. Bye. Now I've got to end it. This is the hard part. Right, bye. Thanks, guys.